Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my bathroom. And today I'm going to show you a skincare routine that you can follow when you are looking to achieve plump, smooth, firm, lifted, and sculpted skin. I'm going to share with you products, but I'm also going to share with you some techniques and tips that you can follow in your own skincare routines when you are trying to achieve that more lifted appearance and smooth and plump appearance with your skin. So if you're so ready, let's jump right into the routine. Give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So we're starting off with hydrating toner. Of course, it's a Kelly classic. My skin loves it, but it actually is a really great tool if you are looking to kind of firm and lift and plump your skin. Starting off with a hydrating toner is really key. So this is the Make Preme Relief Me Essence Toner. This is one of my favorites. It's got a really nice, light, watery texture that's really easy to layer onto the skin. So toner delivers a ton of hydration into the skin, and when your skin is really hydrated, it feels amazing, right? But it also kind of plumps and sort of smooths out. So if you ever notice that like your skin is maybe looking just like a little bit kind of like thin, or you're noticing like more fine lines, like the lines are maybe getting a little bit deeper on the forehead or around the mouth, try layering up a toner a couple times onto your skin. I like 2 or 3 times. You can go even more if you want to, but you get a lot of hydration for not a lot of thickness on the skin, and that hydration really helps plump and smooth out maybe some lines, or just really help to make your skin look really dewy and hydrated. So one of the best ingredients to look for if you want an immediate firming and lifting effect on your face is acetylhexapeptide 8. It also goes under the name Agireline, and one of my favorites when you just want to target this ingredient is the Agireline solution 10% from The Ordinary. Anybody can really use this because the texture is just like slightly slippery water, but it's very, very thin and it layers onto the skin really beautifully. And I love to use this for so many different reasons. So today I'm doing it as a full face serum. I'm actually going to be using 2 serums, but I'm using it as a full face treatment to really get that firm appearance. But one of my other favorite ways to use this is actually to just target my under eye area with a little bit of this, even layering it underneath an eye cream. Because acetylhexapeptide 8 has an instant kind of firming and smoothing effect on the skin, it can really go a long way to kind of lifting the eye area. Acetylhexapeptide 8 is also known as the Botox peptide. So it is actually a common ingredient that you find in a lot of eye creams. You can find them in serums, but I love just using this targeted, high concentration in just this little watery solution, almost like an essence layer, to really ensure that we're kicking off this firming routine on the right foot. So peptides are really one of my favorite ways to target firming and lifting the skin. Acetylhexapeptide 8, great for that. There are other peptides that maybe take a little bit longer to show results, but have a little bit more of a longer term effect on your collagen structure. And one of those is copper tripeptide 1. So I'm going to be using the Biossance Squalane and copper peptide rapid plumping serum. So I chose this one for a couple of reasons. We have copper peptide in here, and this helps to stimulate collagen on the skin. It can help with the appearance of existing fine lines and wrinkles. It can also help to brighten up the skin. It's like a rejuvenating, skin regenerating peptide. So it kind of works on your skin at a couple of different angles, and it's generally a very sensitive skin friendly, very gentle peptide. But I particularly chose this one from Biossance because of the texture and the formula, because it's not just about the copper peptide in here. Look at this texture. So you see that it is a runny, very hydrating. You can just see the hydration from me just watching it on my hand. It's a very hydrating kind of gel type of texture that really, like the name suggests, really goes in and plumps your skin up with a lot of hydration. And this routine is really built on the foundation of immediate results, right? But it's also built on doing some more meaningful long-term work on your skin too. And so this is that perfect balance between the copper peptide that's going to work long-term for you and that rapid plumping texture of this Biossance serum, it is like a beautiful combination. So I'm gonna take a pause in the middle of the routine right now to talk about some skincare devices, because I really do believe one of the best ways to get that lifted, like immediate like result on your skin is by doing a facial massage. Your skin actually, like, you tend to hold on to a little bit of lymphatic fluid, some water in your skin, and you can actually kind of massage that out, drain it down, and get a more toned, lifted appearance pretty much immediately. And so if you're really trying to target that, or maybe you're trying to prep for a special event, you just want to look really good in the moment, I would suggest thinking about some type of facial massage or facial device. I'm going to tell you about 3 that are all, I think, in 3 different price points that I've seen good results with. So first up, I want to talk about the Medicube HR Derma EMS Shot. So this is a device that uses microcurrent to get in and kind of tone the muscles of your face. This is pretty intense. There's a couple of different settings, but this absolutely works. You can feel it. You get some involuntary like muscle movement in your face. You can really feel there's like twitching in your muscle. It's intense, but it definitely does work. And I think it's interesting that they have used these prongs. They actually roll. So it can actually like give you a little bit of like that roller, almost like a Gua Sha kind of experience, right? You can get that massage and the microcurrent all at the same time. Now they do suggest that you use a conductive gel with this device, and they have their own, and it does have like some plant stem cells in it, and I think there's some peptides in it, and it just kind of helps the microcurrent to get into the skin. So if you were to use a device like this where you have to use the gel, you may want to do this before your serum or after, you know, right where we're in the skincare routine right now would be good. Well, let me just kind of quickly show you how it works. You can put the gel onto your face, or you can put it right onto the prongs. I'm just going to put it onto the prongs here. Like I said, you can do it either way. Just as long as there's enough gel so that your skin isn't pulling. Okay, so we're turning it on. There's a couple of different modes too. There's a slim, slimming the face. There is a lifted, that's what we're gonna do. And then there's actually one for your body too, which is interesting. And a couple of different intensity layers as well. All right, here we go. So it doesn't like really make any noises. It just beeps. It really, like, I have it on a pretty intense level, and it like right around my sinuses, which are like always congested. It feels weird. Do you see what's happening to my eye? I'm feeling like a pull in the muscle, and it's like, it's making my eye want to close. I have to say, it took me, you can go on a lower intensity. I really just wanted to show you that it actually is like putting electric current into your face. It took me a really long time to get on board with this because it's like it doesn't hurt, but it's a little uncomfortable. It just feels really strange. It's something to get used to, but like it really does tone the muscle. It really gets in there and works. And I do like I said, the combination of the facial roller and the microcurrent. Once you kind of work your face up, it really does give it a more lifted appearance. Let me know. Do you want me to do like a full review of this? I don't know if there's been a lot of interest in this particular device, but I have been using it for over 6 months now. So I've got some thoughts. If you want to hear them, let me know in the comments if you want a full dedicated review of the EMS shot from Medicube. So let me tell you about another device. This is actually using the same type of technology, the microcurrent technology, as Medicube, but they are implementing it in a different way. This is the ZIIP microcurrent facial device. It's a lot smaller, slimmer. It fits into your palm. It's not as heavy as Medicube. This actually retails about $500. So this is up there. This is the more expensive of the two. But like I said, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same deal. So there's a lot of different settings on this. You just need to download an app to get to them. And then this also uses microcurrent gel. You don't need to use the gel that like it comes with. I don't really like the ingredients of it because there's some stuff that's not great for sensitive skin in there. You could use the Medicube gel. That's exactly what this is for. Or you can just use like your favorite serum. One that I use a lot with this one is the Paula's Choice Peptide Booster. And this actually works as a microcurrent conductive serum. So it doesn't really need to be super duper special. And that's a way to kind of save some money too, instead of buying like the fancy gels. So I'm just putting the serum onto my face. This is the same idea as Medicube. You want to make sure that you're like nicely lubed up so that there isn't any friction on your skin. Now this, when it's on and it's conducting, you'll see the light will go on when it's flush with your skin. This one, you don't really feel anything. There are different intensity levels based on the treatment that you choose. And like I said, you do go through the app, so it will tell you like how intense it is. And it will show you the technique, because there's like different techniques on how to massage your face and the results that you're looking to achieve. So I like that there's a lot of guidance for how to use the device. But what I really like about this one is that it's not like pulling at my muscles. It's not so intense. Every so often I might feel like a little kind of like a pinprick or something, but it's really not like pulling my muscles. I think it happened like once on the highest intensity facial. I got just a little bit around my mouth, but it wasn't anywhere near like the involuntary like eye closing that I get with Medicube. So just from that stance, I just feel this is a little bit more user friendly, a little bit more beginner friendly. It's a little easier to use when I don't feel like putting my muscles through it, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like showing you how you would do it, but there's a lot of different facial techniques that you can use with this. The app shows you how to do it. So I really like this one because it gives you really good visible results. It's really comfortable, it's light, it's easy, it feels like ergonomical, you know what I mean? So it's a really nice device. Gosh, I think even this side of my face is already looking more sculpted just from using the microcurrent devices. So these are a really great way to get that firm, sculpted, lifted look. If that's really your goal, it might be worth investing in devices like this when the time is right for you. However, you might be on a budget, $300, $500, that's a few too many $100 for you, right? You can still get a firm and sculpted look to your face without using all of these fancy devices and all of these fancy skincare products. I'm gonna show you in just a second, but I'm gonna put on some eye cream and then I'm gonna put on some oil and show you how to use Gua Sha, which is definitely a very budget-friendly option. All right, so going back into the skincare routine, I'm gonna put on some eye cream. This is from Cerave. It's their skin renewing eye cream. The reason that I chose this is it has Matrixyl 3000. It's a peptide duo, here come peptides again, that it's really great for firming and lifting the skin and targeting fine lines and wrinkles. The texture is really interesting too because it's almost like a balmy kind of, almost like a thicker gel type of texture. It's really interesting. It's not like your traditional thick cream. It has like a thinner feel to it, but it's also very occlusive. It does deliver a nice amount of emolliency into the skin. And it's all around an interesting texture, but I think that it actually is gonna work for a lot of different people. And I love that it just like absorbs in the skin so quickly. It feels so good and it leaves the top of your skin just like really silky, but kind of mattified too, which I really like. So I'm gonna show you how to use Gua Sha. Now this is my budget option for a facial massage for lifting and sculpting, because this is, I mean, these have come down in price so much. Like you can probably find a good one for like 10 bucks, right? Or, you know, between 10 and 20. You don't have to spend a lot of money for these. Mine, I spent a little more on mine. I spent about 25 on mine because it's amethyst. And I thought the purple was really pretty, but like honestly, you can go to Target and buy these for like $10. So it's kind of the same principle here. You want to lube up your face so there's no friction between the tool and your face. I do really like oil for this rather than serums. I do feel like serums dry up on the face very quickly. And I think you get a better glide with a tool like a Gua Sha when you do have a little bit of oil. If you're not comfortable with oil, use your favorite serum. But because I love oil, this is where I'm going to use a tool like Gua Sha. And, you know, for firming and lifting the skin, I actually do recommend using an oil because, you know, they can do so much for your skin, but they can really help to eliminate the look of like fine lines and wrinkles, or at least improve the look of them, especially if you do have skin that is a little bit on the drier side, or even if you suffer with some dehydration, it feels like your skin doesn't hold onto the skincare or the hydration as well. Oil can kind of help hug things in just a little bit while still moisturizing the skin. And often when you're using oil, it does impart like a little bit of that glassy glow to your skin. And if you're working to firm and sculpt and lift your skin, having a little bit more dew on your skin actually really contributes to that look a lot. So I'm going in for the ordinary bee oil. You can really go in for whatever oil like floats your boat. It doesn't have to be a special oil. It's just what works for your skin. So bee oil is a blend of a couple of different oils. It definitely has a more medium weight kind of a feel. And it's great if your skin is maybe a little bit more dry and sensitive. If you're looking for an oil with some well-aging benefits, something that's going to help brighten up your complexion, I would actually suggest Rosehip oil. It has a lot of natural vitamin A. It's not like retinol, but it can give you a little bit more of that rejuvenated appearance to your skin while also moisturizing it and helping with the fine lines and wrinkles. So I have a nice thin layer of oil on my face, and I'm just going to kind of quickly show you the technique for a Gua Sha. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I do have a couple of videos showing you how to use Gua Sha, so you can check those out if you're like really invested in this technique. So it's a little bit different than the microcurrent devices. You're going to start from the top because really the idea is to kind of slim and sort of release the lymphatic fluid. So start from the top and kind of work your way down. So from the middle, and it's almost like you're pulling all the extra fluid away. So think about like pulling it away. You're kind of going down into your temple. And then you would do this on the other side as well. It feels really amazing like over your eyebrows. I hold a lot of tension there. So whenever I do Gua Sha, like right here and here feels really good to work those muscles. Take that time to work out that tension too. A more relaxed face is definitely going to feel better, but it's also going to look better too. So kind of moving the fluid away and down. So now kind of moving it down a little bit more. Then we would work like this from the center and then out, from the center and then out. Use the pressure that feels good for you. A firm pressure is good, but you don't want to press like super duper hard. And that's why the oil is so important to create that nice smooth gliding surface so you don't get a lot of friction. So just kind of keep moving it out, and then we're going to kind of just move it down. It's like you're collecting all the fluid and then you're kind of helping to flush it down. Really spend a lot of time on your jaw, because this is the area that you can really get a lot of results in quickly, because we do tend to hold a little bit more in the jaw area. So really kind of working out, oh my God, I have like popcorn, like pop, 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 all of the knots in my jaw right now. Work on that. You can even use, I have a little hair. You can even use this part. I'm sure there's a technical term, I don't know it. But you can use that to kind of go under and on top to really work that. It feels great. And then you can use kind of more the curved edge to go in like this. And you'll want to bring some more oil down your neck as well. You could do it with moisturizer if you wanted to, if you don't want to put oil on, but just something, right? So you don't have a lot of pulling friction on your skin. So really work like the under here part here. And remember, we're kind of, you can do this, but make sure to always kind of pull it to the side. Go from behind the ear and pull it down your neck. Go all the way down. I'm doing this really fast just to show you the technique. Go under the collarbone, push it down and out. And this is, I always say, I don't really know why you do this. It helps to, supposedly helps to drain all the liquid we're collecting here in the lymph. But you take your fingertips, go into your armpits, and just kind of like press in for like 20 seconds or something. And that just kind of helps to drain everything. So that's the technique. From the center, moving out and then moving down, working on any areas that you want to sculpt and lift. But look at how much I've worked on my face just in demonstrating quickly these devices. Do you see the difference in my jawline here? A lot of that was the Gua Sha compared to here. Slimmer, more lifted. That's why I really suggest, if your goal is to firm and lift your face, use a device. You don't have to spend a lot of money. So for moisturizer, I'm going to use the Cerave Skin Renewing Night Cream. You don't have to use it at night if you don't want to. It's just a really nice cream with some peptides in it. And these peptides help to target fine lines and wrinkles and a little bit of collagen stimulation too. So the texture is kind of like the eye cream. It has kind of that protective, balmy type of feel to it with some emolliency, but it's not rich. It's not like a traditional cream texture at all, but it really helps to seal everything in. And it's nice, especially if you do feel like you suffer with dehydration, and a lot of times you feel like your skin is not firm or lifted because of that dehydration. Getting a moisturizer that really helps to seal things in with that occlusive feel to it is really important to helping your skincare work harder for your skin and stay put where it belongs. So that's the core of the routine, really plumping your skin out with lots of hydration, focusing in on those peptides that can give you an immediate result on your skin, but also the peptides that work longer term for your skin, finding those hydrating, plumping textures wherever you can, and really focusing in on helping to seal that hydration in. I also really think that any type of facial massage device could be a really great investment for you to get that more lifted, toned look to your skin. They can help give you an immediate benefit, but they also work long-term on your skin too. Now, if you were doing this routine at nighttime, you may want to slot in some retinol. This is an ingredient that helps to stimulate collagen, and ultimately those are the ingredients that really help to give you that smooth, elastic, lifted look to your skin. So you might want to switch out your eye cream for a retinoid-based eye cream. This is the one from Beauty of Joseon. It's the Revive Eye Serum, and this is using ginseng plus retinol, which is basically like retinol, but it's a little bit more potent. You may also want to do a full face retinol treatment. I personally use the prescription version, tretinoin, and I get that through agency. I talked about it a lot. I have loved the results that I've gotten using tretinoin in my skincare routine for almost 2 years now. And you could also do something over the counter. Biossance has a really nice retinol that they just came out with that is really nice and hydrating for the skin and gentle. Now, the reason you want to slot these into your nighttime routine is because retinoids, tretinoin, retinal, retinol, these can all degrade when they are exposed to UV light. So it just makes sense to do it at nighttime, especially when you're focusing more on rejuvenating your skin. That's the time to slot retinol into your routine, but it's great for firming and lifting the skin. So those are all my hints, tips, techniques, and products for getting a firm and lifted skin. I hope this gave you some ideas on things that you can incorporate into your skincare routine to get that lifted look. If this video helped you and you're not subscribed to my channel, hit subscribe to see more from me. And if you really love skincare, hit notifications so you're never out of the loop when I post new videos or shorts. I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world. I love you so much. Thanks for being here with me today, and I'll see you later.